Butter and margarine are two of the most commonly used spreads in households around the world, often added to everything from toast to baked goods and vegetables. These spreads are staples in many kitchens due to their rich, savory taste and the way they enhance the flavor of food. However, what many people don't realize is that both butter and margarine are calorie-dense, fat-laden toppings that can easily contribute to an excessive intake of unhealthy fats, especially when consumed in larger quantities. While they may be acceptable in moderation, it's all too easy for these spreads to quietly add a significant number of empty calories and unhealthy fats to your diet, leading to unwanted weight gain, heart health issues, and metabolic imbalances. Let's start with butter, the classic, creamy spread made from churning cream. While butter is often touted as a natural option, it's important to understand that it is rich in saturated fats. A single tablespoon of butter contains approximately 100 calories, with roughly 7 grams of fat, of which 5 grams are saturated fat. Saturated fats have long been associated with increased LDL cholesterol levels, commonly known as the bad cholesterol. This increase in LDL cholesterol can contribute to the hardening and narrowing of the arteries, atherosclerosis, which can lead to heart disease, stroke, and other cardiovascular conditions. Consuming too much butter over time can quietly raise your cholesterol levels and put your heart health at risk, especially if you're already eating a diet that is high in saturated fats from other sources. Despite the fact that butter is often seen as a natural food, it's essential to keep in mind that the high saturated fat content still makes it a food to consume in moderation. The fat in butter, while it does provide energy and aids in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, doesn't come with any significant amounts of nutrients like fiber, protein, or antioxidants. As a result, butter is essentially a source of empty calories, adding fat without offering much nutritional value. When consumed in excess, these empty calories can contribute to weight gain, particularly in the abdominal area, where fat tends to accumulate more easily. On the other hand, margarine was created as a more heart-healthy alternative to butter, originally made from vegetable oils. While margarine may seem like a better option for those concerned about saturated fat, it's important to recognize that not all margarines are created equal. Some margarines, particularly the more affordable and commercially available brands, are made with partially hydrogenated oils, which introduce trans fats into the mix. Trans fats are artificially created fats that are linked to a range of health problems, including increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Unlike the saturated fats found in butter, trans fats not only raise LDL cholesterol levels, but also lower HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol that helps protect against cardiovascular issues. A single tablespoon of margarine can also contain up to 100 calories and 10 grams of fat, depending on the brand and formulation. While some margarines are marketed as trans fat-free or heart-healthy, it's important to scrutinize the ingredient list. Some may still contain a small amount of trans fats, or they may be loaded with refined oils that don't offer any real health benefits. Even heart-healthy margarines may not be the ideal choice, as they often contain high levels of omega-6 fatty acids, which, in excessive amounts, can promote inflammation and imbalance the omega-3 to omega-6 ratio in the body. The main issue with both butter and margarine is that they are calorie-dense and high in fats, which makes it incredibly easy to overconsume them without realizing it. Just a small dollop of butter or margarine on toast or in a cooking recipe can quickly add up in terms of calories, especially if you're using more than the recommended serving size. While a single tablespoon may seem small, many people end up using several tablespoons throughout the course of a meal, especially when cooking or baking. The sheer ease with which butter and margarine can be added to meals, whether it's slathering them on bread, stirring them into a pan for sautéing, or baking with them, means that people often don't realize just how many extra calories they're consuming. This excess fat, when combined with an overall high-calorie diet, can lead to gradual weight gain over time. Even if you're eating a seemingly balanced diet, the calories from butter and margarine can quickly push you into a calorie surplus, leading to an increase in body fat. Additionally, The fats in these spreads, particularly the saturated fats in butter and the trans fats in some margarines, can lead to chronic inflammation in the body, which is linked to various health problems, including obesity, insulin resistance, and cardiovascular diseases. Moreover, when butter and margarine are paired with other foods high in fat and calories, such as croissants, fried foods, or rich sauces, the impact on your health can be compounded. It's easy to overlook the cumulative effect of these hidden calories when they're spread across multiple meals throughout the day. Even if you aren't eating large portions, those extra fats and calories add up, leading to weight gain and metabolic imbalances. Another concern is that butter and margarine are often used in processed foods, baked goods, and ready-made meals, many of which are already high in unhealthy fats, sugars, and sodium. These foods can become a triple threat for your health, delivering excessive amounts of calories, trans fats, and sodium in a single serving. Processed snack foods, pastries, and restaurant meals may seem convenient and satisfying, but they often rely on large quantities of butter or margarine to enhance flavor, further contributing to poor dietary choices and unhealthy eating patterns. While it's unlikely that a small amount of butter or margarine on your morning toast will have a significant negative impact on your health, it's crucial to be mindful of how often and how much you consume. Moderation is key, but many people end up eating far more than they realize, especially when these spreads are incorporated into every meal or used generously while cooking. If you're looking for a healthier alternative, consider replacing butter and margarine with healthier fats that offer more nutritional value, such as olive oil, avocado, or nut butters. Olive oil, for example, is rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, which can actually help improve heart health and reduce inflammation when used in moderation. Avocados provide a healthy dose of unsaturated fats along with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. These alternatives not only deliver better nutritional benefits, but also have a more positive impact on overall health, especially when used in place of the saturated fats and trans fats found in butter and margarine. In conclusion, while butter and margarine can enhance the flavor of food, they are both calorie-dense, fat-laden spreads that can quietly add excess calories and unhealthy fats to your diet. Over time, these excess fats can contribute to weight gain, elevated cholesterol levels, and an increased risk of cardiovascular disease and metabolic disorders. The key to enjoying these spreads without compromising your health is moderation. By using them sparingly and opting for healthier alternatives like olive oil or avocado, you can still enjoy your meals without the negative health consequences associated with overconsumption of butter and margarine.